Students, we are discussing auxins, right? Auxins. Go for physiological effects of auxins. What's the physiological effects? Physiological effects of what's the auxins? Physiological effects of auxins, right? Go for the first one, right? Number one. Go for the first one. Sir, we are discussing physiological effects of what, sir? Auxins. Root formation. Root formation. Root formation on stem cuttings. What is the first one, sir? Root formation on stem cuttings. Root formation on stem cuttings. Is it okay? Right? Therefore, sir, if you spray auxins on cut side of the stem, it initiates root formation. It initiates what, sir? Root formation. Therefore, auxins. What, sir? Auxins initiate what? Root formation. Initiates root formation on what, sir? On stem cuttings. On what, sir? Stem cuttings. Sir, it is having importance in horticulture. This concept is having importance in what, sir? Horticulture. It is having importance in a horticulture. Is it okay? Right. Right. Physiological effects of auxins, right? Number 5. Sir, auxins, what? Auxins induces parthenocarpy. Auxins induces what, sir? Parthenocarpy. Induces parthenocarpy. Sir, in parthenocarpy, which fruits are produced? Parthenocarpic fruits are produced. Parthenocarpic fruits are seedless fruits. Yes or no? Right. Which fruits, sir? Parthenocarpic fruits. Parthenocarpic fruits. Parthenocarpic fruits, they are which fruits, sir? They are seedless fruits. Parthenocarpic fruits are seedless fruits. Yes or no? Therefore, auxins, they induce us what, sir? Parthenocarpy. Example, tomato. What, sir? Tomato. Tomato. Sir, what is the scientific name of tomato? Lycopersicon esculentum. Yes or no? What is the scientific name of tomato? Lycopersicon esculentum. Sir, this tomato, which fruit is present, sir? Berry. Therefore, seedless berry. Seedless berry. In tomato, you are going to see fruit berry. Yes or no? Right. Therefore, seedless berry in tomato. Seedless berry in tomato or seedless berry of tomato is produced by what, sir? Auxins. Produced by what, sir? Auxins. We studied different type of fruits in first year. Do you remember? Right? Berry, pome, pepo, hesperidium, drupe, amphisarca, belasta. This tomato, which type of fruit is present? Berry is present. It means now the berry of tomato is made seedless by using what, sir? Auxins. Is it okay? Therefore, auxins induces what, sir? Parthenocarpy. Auxins induces parthenocarpy. Right? Sir, this auxins. What, sir? Auxins. Auxins, they controls xylem differentiation. Controls what, sir? Xylem differentiation. Controls xylem differentiation. It also promotes cell division in cambium. Therefore, auxins promotes or helps in cell division of cambium and controls what, sir? Controls xylem differentiation. Is this statement okay? Right? Therefore, sir, auxins, they promotes cell division, helps in cell division of cambium. Right? At the same time, they controls what, sir? Xylem differentiation. Controls what, sir? Xylem differentiation. Right? Next, number 7. Sir, we are discussing physiological effects of what, sir? Auxins. Sir, lodging or falling. Lodging or falling of most of the crops. Most of the crops during windy season. During windy season prevented by naphthalene acetic acid. Prevented by what, sir? Naphthalene acetic acid. See this statement carefully. Sir, during windy seasons, the wind velocity will be more. Due to high wind velocity, what happens means these crops, they may fall down in the agricultural field. That lodging or falling of crops during windy seasons, it is prevented by what, sir? Naphthalene acetic acid. Naphthalene acetic acid. Sir, take a potato. In potato, stem tuber is edible. Yes or no? What is edible, sir? Stem tuber is edible. On stem tuber, you are going to see axillary buds. On stem tuber, what are present? Axillary buds are present. Right? Sir, malic hydrazide. What is the chemical name? Malic hydrazide. Malic hydrazide. Sir, this malic hydrazide, it is a artificial auxin. Which auxin, sir? It is a artificial auxin. It is a artificial auxin. What it is? Malic hydrazide. Shortcut, we are going to write it as MH. Right? Malic hydrazide. Sir, this malic hydrazide and alpha naphthalene acetic acid. What and what, sir? Malic hydrazide and alpha naphthalene acetic acid. What they do, sir? They prevents germination. Prevents germination of which bud? Axillary bud. Prevents germination of axillary bud which is on tuber. Which is on what, sir? Stem tuber. Which is on stem tuber of potato. Now you tell me, sir, on stem tuber of potato, germination of axillary bud is prevented. Yes or no? So the stem tuber of potato can be preserved for a long period of time. What can be stored for a long period of time, sir? The stem tubers of potato can be preserved for a long period of time as the germination of axillary bud is prevented by using malic hydrazide and what, sir? Alpha naphthalene acetic acid. Therefore, prevents germination of axillary bud which is on the stem tuber of potato. So, what? So, potato stem tubers. So, potato, what? Stem tubers can be preserved. Can be preserved for long period of time. Can be preserved for what, sir? Long period of time. Can be preserved for long period of time. Is this statement okay? Right? We are discussing physiological effects of auxins, right? Go for the next one. Apical dominance. Apical dominance. Go for apical dominance. Now listen the statements. Sir, in most of the higher plants, in most of the which plants, sir? Higher plants, what happens? Apical bud. Which bud, sir? Apical bud suppress. Which bud? Apical bud suppresses the axillary bud. See this statement carefully. Sir, which bud is suppressing which bud, sir? Apical bud is suppressing the axillary bud. Therefore, apical bud suppresses the axillary bud. This concept is called as apical dominance. What it is called as, sir? Apical dominance. Therefore, what is the meaning of apical dominance, sir? Apical bud suppresses the axillary bud. Which bud is suppressing? Which bud is suppressing? Apical bud. Which bud is suppressed? Axillary bud. What is another name for apical bud? Terminal bud. What is another name for axillary bud? Lateral bud. Another name for apical bud? Terminal bud. Another name for axillary bud? What, sir? Lateral bud. Lateral bud. Now see this diagram. Sir, for example, this is a stem, sir. All these are nodes. From nodal region, what are developed? Leaves are developed, sir. Okay. Sir, the tip of the stem contains which bud, sir? The tip of the stem contains a terminal bud or apical bud. Yes or no? Sir, this is which bud, sir? Terminal bud or apical bud, right? This is a terminal bud or apical bud. Terminal bud or apical bud. Sir, this is a stem, this is a leaf. What is this one? Axil. This axil contains which buds, sir? Axillary buds. Axil contains which buds, sir? Axillary buds. These are axillary buds, right? What is another name for axillary bud, sir? Axillary bud is also called as a lateral bud. Axillary bud also called as what, sir? Lateral bud. Now listen the statements. Sir, this is which bud, sir? Apical bud. This apical bud, it synthesizes auxins. Apical bud synthesizes what? Auxins. The auxins synthesized by apical bud moves down. What is moving down? Auxins synthesized by apical bud moves down. While they are moving down, what are moving down? When the auxins they are moving down, that auxin goes and accumulates on which bud, sir? Axillary bud. What is accumulated? Auxin is accumulated on which bud? Axillary bud. So this axillary bud gets suppressed. What gets suppressed? Axillary bud gets suppressed. Who suppressed this axillary bud, sir? Auxin. When? While it is moving down. From where this auxin came from? Apical bud. Is it okay? Therefore, apical bud synthesizes what, sir? Auxins. Apical bud synthesizes auxins. This auxins synthesized by apical bud while it is moving down, it goes and accumulates on the axillary buds. So the growth of axillary bud is suppressed. Sir, what is another name for axillary bud, sir? Lateral bud. It means axillary bud has to produce lateral branches. It means now the production of lateral branches is suppressed. By whom? Auxins. This concept is called as what, sir? Apical dominance. Is this statement okay? Right? Therefore, what? Auxins. Auxins synthesized by apical bud. Auxins synthesized by apical bud while moving down accumulates on axillary buds. Therefore, sir, auxins they are synthesized by apical bud, sir. This auxin synthesized by apical bud while it is moving down, that auxin accumulates on axillary bud. So, axillary buds gets suppressed. Axillary bud gets suppressed Is this statement okay? Which bud gets suppressed, sir? Axillary bud gets suppressed. That is, axillary bud does not produces what? Lateral branches. Axillary bud, is it producing lateral branches? No, it is not producing lateral branches. Is this statement okay? Right? Now listen this statement. Sir, this auxin, once it is synthesized by the apical bud, that auxin moves down, I am saying. Right? While it is moving down, this auxin goes and accumulates on which buds are axillary buds. Accumulates on which buds? Axillary buds. The axillary bud which is near to apical bud, that axillary bud receives more amount of auxins. Therefore, axillary bud near to apical bud receives more amount of auxins. Is this statement okay? Right. Therefore, what, sir? Axillary bud. Axillary bud which is near to what? Near to apical bud. Near to apical bud receives maximum amount of or more amount of, maximum amount of what, sir? Auxins. Maximum amount of what, sir? Auxins. Maximum amount of auxins. Is it okay? Right? That's why in the gardens, what the gardener will do means he will cut the tips. When he is going to cut the tip, which bud is removed? Apical bud is removed. If apical bud is removed, the supply of auxin stops. It means now axillary buds, they are not receiving auxins. So this axillary bud becomes active and produces lateral branches. Axillary bud becomes active and produces lateral branches, giving bushy appearance to the plants. Giving what appearance to the plants? Bushy appearance to the plants. Is it okay? Therefore, in the gardens, gardener, he is going to cut the tips. Means removing the apical bud. So no supply of auxin. No supply of auxin means axillary buds, they are not receiving the auxin now. So this axillary buds becomes active. It means they produces lateral branches. As they produces these lateral branches, what? Lateral branches, right? The plant gets what, sir? Bushy appearance. They gets bushy appearance. Is it okay? Right? What is that statement, sir? When tips of stem removed, when tips of stem removed, right, apical bud is removed. Apical bud is removed. Sir, when apical bud is removed, no supply of what? Auxins. No supply of auxins to which bud? Axillary bud. No supply of auxins to axillary buds. So axillary buds becomes active. Axillary buds becomes what, sir? Axillary buds becomes active. Sir, if axillary buds becomes active, they produces what, sir? Lateral branches. So axillary buds produces what, sir? Lateral branches. Lateral branches. Sir, due to the production of these lateral branches, the plant gets what shape, sir? Bushy appearance. So plant becomes bushy. Plant becomes what, sir? Bushy. What becomes bushy, sir? The plant becomes bushy. Sir, this bushy appearance, making a plant bush-like, is called hedge making or densing. What it is called as? Hedge making or densing. Making a plant bushy. Making a plant bushy. What it is called as? Hedge making. Hedge making or densing. Is it okay? Right? Therefore, making a plant bushy is called as what, sir? Hedge making or densing. Hedge making or densing. Is it okay? Now see this statement. Sir, what are removed, sir? Tips of the stem are removed. Sir, when tips of the stem are removed, apical bud gets removed. Yes or no? This is called as a decapitation. What it is called as, sir? Decapitation. It is called as a decapitation. It is also called as pruning. Is these statements okay? Sir, when tips of the stem are removed, what gets removed? Apical bud gets removed. What is this process called as? Decapitation or pruning. Therefore, decapitation is used for hedge making and densing. Hedge making or densing. This decapitation is also used in tea plantations. It is also used in what? Tea plantations, right? Decapitation, right? Decapitation helps in what, sir? Number one, hedge making. It also helps in tea plantation. Tea plantation. Is it okay? Right? This is concerned to apical dominance. Apical dominance. Right? Thank you.